Hello friends, how are you there? I'll be visiting you in your houses there or homepage, and please visit me too. If you come to my page, please thumbs up and subscribe below. And if you can share it. Okay, friends. And first of all, thank you so much that I had now more than 200 subscribers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Thank you once again. Okay, because all of this I got it from you. Okay? Okay, my vlog now is all about Jose Rizal. The speculation I heard from him or about him. So I don't know how true it is, but I will share to you what I've known. Okay. First of all, as what I knew, as what we knew in the our history, that Rizal was born in Calamba, Laguna. But as what I've known, that the Rizal was not from Calamba, Laguna. That was as what I've heard, that the history in our country was twisted by the friars. So the history of our country, like the one we had, we experienced that about Marcos, whatever that made the history. So it's like that the history that they made was not true. So okay, as what I've known, that Jose Rizal was came from a royal family. His in fact his family was is a cousin of Queen Victoria in England in long time. But anyway, um, I've read this in, but I don't know if you have more patience in reading. If I would share this next time. Next time when I told you, I will tell you more about the last will of Marcos. I will yeah. If you have more time and patience and reading, you can read it. Okay. So this time it's only Jose Rizal for I will be talking. Okay. As what I've heard, that Jose Rizal was okay. In my title, in my vlog is Jose Rizal was really died in Bagumbayan or Luneta, or and then my it's speculation. It's all about speculation of what I heard. So okay, okay, but I will elaborate all what I'm telling. Okay, first of all, as what I've heard, I've known, as I will tell you that I said to you already that it's in the last will of Marcos. So next time I will give you the link, and I will give you also, I can show you too how it looks like. But anyway, you will know that next time. But this time is about Rizal. So as I've known, this is our all gossips about Rizal. Rizal was like, as what we said, that Rizal was, his son was Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler was a son of the girlfriend of Jose Rizal from Japan, because Jose Rizal has a girlfriend in Japan when he came there, and their son was Adolf Hitler. That is one of the gossip. And one of the one I knew, the in the last will of Marcos, that Jose Rizal was uh, a family member of the Queen Victoria in England somewhere. That is why Jose Rizal was rich. But as in the Philippines, at what the friars twisted, that Rizal was son of Chudoro Alonso, the Mercado, like that. Rizal, no, the real of that, as in their in the in their version was, no, it's not. That's not true. That Jose Rizal was from from Calamba, Laguna. In fact, in the as in reality, as what we knew, that Rizal was died in Bagumbayan, Luneta now. Is it really true that Jose Rizal died in Luneta or in La Bagumbayan before? What can you say about it? But as what we know in the history, that Jose Rizal died in Bagumbayan because he was killed by those soldiers that Spaniard soldiers or Spanish soldiers. So he was shoot by them, but as what I've known that no, the one the shoot was not Jose Rizal. It was they called it here in US. They called it undercover or an impostor. But here in US, now the new term is they called uh, undercover. As what they said, that was not Jose Rizal the one died, because according to Karen Hoodis, the the one who was formerly the and who worked in Switzerland bank. He said that Jose Rizal was still alive, and in fact, Jose Rizal, the real Jose Rizal, was died 1974 yet, and he was really really so old already when he died. He died at the age of 113. Um, and then actually the story of that is Jose Rizal was when he was already declared that he was killed in Bagumbayan. He was still young at that time, that they thought that that was Rizal. He undercover or imputerized or imposterized himself. So, or in the new term here in US is undercover. He changed his name to he was the Antonio Diaz. Antonio Diaz, as what you know, or I don't know if you know this, was the owner, because he was the one who got the Italian gold. He was the owner of the Italian gold. He was the next and the next generation from the Italian gold. It goes to him, and he made Marcos, because it was a really really huge amount of gold. He made Marcos as his lawyer, because Jose Rizal was not a lawyer. So Marcos has a percentage or part of it, and yeah, so Marcos had that gold until when Antonio Diaz died. He gave all his gold to Marcos. But you know, if you know how huge, how big amount of gold that they had, because that was in still the original that is from the Solomon's gold. It was really really, you cannot believe, because I think no one could have that, not unless you're really a genius. All those who could own that money or that gold, because that's really really, as what Imelda said, and what you heard in YouTube, that he could, it is for the all people in the whole world. So that gold of Marcos they have could afford all the people the whole world, because it's really really so huge amount of money if it is converted to money, the gold, that gold. So no one, if you were only have only got an little talent or little knowledge, you cannot make it that with that gold. Only could have the gold, could you could own that gold if you are really really if you are really really brilliant. Even Marcos in his last will and testament, he said he's really really he's also confused of the ciphers he wrote, if it was true that it is uh, that is already precisely correct, because it's not really because he said in his I wonder if this is the ciphers I use, is this correct, because how many ciphers, I think 100 ciphers he wrote, or more than 100, I think. But anyway, next time I will have yeah, I will give you the link, and I will yeah, show you too. So okay, then and then so as what we know, Rizal was so brilliant, Marcos was brilliant. God gave that gold to only he could trust, that you have really the real so genius like Rizal, like Marcos. But to any other, no, you cannot own that gold. So okay, so going back to Rizal, so okay, um as what I knew, that Rizal was um was not, his real parents are was not Teodora Alonso. He's from a royal family, and uh, all those he had, and he, as what we don't know too, that he was the one, but some of those who are wealthy in the whole world, like Bus or Reagan, he knows Antonio Diaz. So is Antonio Diaz. He said that um, the whole world, who is the real the richest country in the whole world is, he said, the Philippines, because Reagan knows about Antonio Diaz, and and on that time was in Marcos time too, because Antonio Diaz died in the time of Marcos. So um, so that is why he could say that the Philippine, because Reagan knows about the gold. So, and he knows who's the owner. Reagan, yeah, he knows that who's the owner. The owner on that time was still Marcos and Antonio Diaz, when Antonio Diaz was still alive. And Karen Hodis knows that too, because he met this Antonio Diaz, but even though he could meet Antonio Diaz, he could not. But he just, I think maybe Antonio Diaz was the one who introduced himself, that is Rizal. But even, I think Karen Hodis would believe, but if you're the one or something, you're not so sure too, because he was already old on that time. But he just knew that he was Rizal, because of he introduced himself, and in his um in his hand handwriting. But he doesn't said that he was in his documents, he doesn't said that this is a Rizal, it's Antonio Diaz already. But the real thing, they know that Jose Rizal. But anyway, on that time, no, even you could see Jose Rizal on that time, and then 74, you don't know already that if he's Jose Rizal, because he's already too old. So okay, yeah, I would just the conclusion of that Jose Rizal, as what they said, Jose Rizal was not died in Bagumbayan or Luneta, and because he was met by Karen Hodis. Karen Hodis was the one who um who said that Jose Rizal was still alive until 1974. Okay, that's all for the speculation was about Adolf Hitler, and he's not a child. He's not that child of the Teodora Alonso and Calamba Laguna, and he's I'm just summarizing, and then he's not he's from a royal family. So okay, that's all for now. So next time I will tell you about the last will and testament of Marcos. But and other times, so you might be felt bored of my story. So okay, that's all for now. So I'm so happy, friends. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you supported me, and I'm growing in my pay in my YouTube. Okay, so we will just continue connecting each other. Let's grow. Okay, bye bye, friends. Till next time, and don't forget to subscribe and post the button. Uh, post the button. Okay, bye bye.